There has been a decrease in the price of XRP as a result of the Ripple vs. CC case, which is the second largest liquidation event in the history of cryptocurrencies. The fact that the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit took place gives rise to the possibility that this incident took place. It is anticipated by a legal professional that the conclusion of the disagreement between Ripple and the SEC, which has the potential to influence the price of XRP, will be settled on 2 separate days. Due to the fact that the case has the potential to influence the price of XRP, it is necessary to respond based on this knowledge because XRP already possesses legal certainty. Due to the fact that XRP is already a decentralized cryptocurrency, this is the case. Cointelegraph has made accessible an update regarding the SPF family, which has been related to the $100 million FTX incident. This information was made available to the public. It is highly likely that his parents are going through some kind of difficulty as a consequence of the fact that the SPF family has been restricted for hundreds of years. Taking into account the fact that this is the situation that actually exists in the world, we are not going to be taken aback by this. Note that the author does not have any prior experience working in the financial field and that they are not providing any financial advice. This is a crucial point to keep in mind. The individual in question is nothing more than a crypto enthusiast who produces videos on YouTube on a range of subjects related to cryptocurrency for the purpose of expressing their interest in the subject matter. It is acknowledged by the author that CoinDesk, which is often referred to as FUDdesk, is the worst of the bunch when it comes to consistently disdain and hostility directed toward XRP. Other names for CoinDesk include FUDdesk and FUDdesk. They point to a number of factors, including the catastrophe that took place at Mount Georgia and the part that the German government played in causing anxiety in the market. On the other hand, they also highlight a few legal problems. They are interested in publicizing anything negative about XRP, despite the fact that the financial market as a whole has taken a hit. This is due to the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission is unable to take action on a penalty that was $22 billion. The term XRP derangement syndrome is the one that is most frequently utilized to refer to this particular condition. On the other hand, there is still anyone in the market who is a holder of XRP. One should be happy since there are many reasons to be happy. Although it is predicted that Ripple will receive a favorable verdict during the remedies phase of the trial, the author is not certain that the price of XRP will increase by a significant amount. There is a significant likelihood that a sizable number of people who own XRP are not as knowledgeable about the legal situation surrounding XRP and whether or not Ripple may be subject to a negative development when it comes to the cryptocurrency. There are definitely some people who do not pay as much attention to the subject, despite the fact that the vast majority of people who own XRP are aware that XRP is legally clear. The remedies component of the research results in a significant increase in the price of XRP. It is quite probable that a big number of individuals were unaware of the significance of this prospect for a considerable amount of time. This is because the research includes a component that focuses on potential solutions. If, on the other hand, a move that is tearing to the upside were to occur, then it would be welcome since it would allow for the possibility of its implementation. Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) are currently involved in a legal dispute, and according to Fred Rispoli, an expert in the field of law, there are 2 possible deadlines for the resolution of the case. In the context of the ongoing legal dispute between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple, he suggests 2 different timetables for when Judge Annalisa Torres would possibly give the ultimate verdict about the matter. Furthermore, I anticipated that Judge Torres might issue the ruling this month, namely on the 31st of July. I projected that this would be the case. In addition to this, he was of the opinion that the decision may be taken on July 13th, which would be a poetic interpretation of the circumstances. From the point of view of risk police, the 13th of July carries a lyrical meaning that may serve as an incentive for Judge Torres to release the verdict earlier than was originally planned. In spite of the fact that the date that is most likely to be the date for the final verdict is the 31st of July, this situation has arisen. In spite of the fact that she is a judge and not a poet, the concept is humorous and does not imply that Fred is being judged particularly harshly. This is because despite the fact that she is a judge, it is unclear whether or not Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse believes that Judge Torres will issue the ruling before the end of the summer, which is expected to be either the 21st or 22nd of September. This is yet another instance of ambiguity around the timetable of the case. The Chief Executive Officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, is firm in his view that the decision will be made before the summer comes to an end. This is despite the fact that we are currently in the month of July. Taking into consideration that we are currently in the month of July, this might take place at any time right now. In addition to this, it has been brought to his knowledge that Fred Rispoli is being questioned about the components that he believes the decision will include. An attorney by the name of Jeremy Hogan has shared with the general public his belief that the fine that will be imposed on Ripple would amount to $100 million on the company. Additionally, during the remedies phase of this action, Judge Torres is going to demand that they pay the amount that has been decided upon from them. It is extremely important for shareholders of Ripple to have access to the information that is described here. However, it may also have an effect on other shareholders in Ripple, leading to a spike in prices due to the possibility that they disagree with the facts. In spite of the fact that legal expert Fred Rispoli has arrived at the conclusion that there are two possible deadlines for the resolution of the dispute that is now taking place between Ripple and the SEC at this moment in time, the deadlines have not yet been determined. Although it is expected that the final verdict would be made public on July 31st, the verdict has not yet been made public. Because of the lyrical significance of the 13th of July, it is possible that Judge Torres will be compelled to issue the ruling earlier than what was initially originally intended. Due to the fact that the SPF family has been connected to a financial scheme that had a total value of $100 million, the Securities and Exchange Commission is requesting a penalty of $25 million based on this information. The SPF family, which includes Sam SPF Bankman, the founder of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX, is at the center of a controversy that is characterized by the inappropriate use of company assets to make political donations. This issue is centered on these individuals. Over a considerable amount of time, this problem has been going on. Political contributions totaling more than $100 million were overseen by the family of the Sri Lankan People's Party SLP-SLPF, which was also accountable for the massive management of these monies. The monies were taken illegally from the accounts of FTX clients in order to influence the election that will take place in 2022, despite the fact that it has been revealed that these funds were taken. The Wall Street Journal disclosed that Joe Bankman, often referred to as the father of the Social Security Pension Fund SPF, was intimately involved in the process of suggesting financial strategies related to political donations. The disclosure of this information occurred as a direct result of this. The legal process has been carried out in multiple increments. SPF's brother, Gabriel Bankman-Fried, and SPF's mother, Barbara Fried, are both accused of coordinating the flow of cash to other political groups. Barbara Fried is also suspected of being involved in this coordination. With regard to Barbara Fried in particular, this accusation is made. There have been reports that Barbara has provided financial support to progressive organizations and parties. It is reported that Gabriel made a financial contribution to the efforts that were made to avoid the epidemic, using emails that suggested their father's engagement in recommending financial strategies relating to political donations. Both of these persons are accused of transferring money from one person to another. During the time that his accomplice was reading out the use of emails, the involvement of SPF's family was detailed in painstaking detail. The emails made it clear that Joe Bankman was intimately involved in the illegal financial activities that were being carried out for the group. This was the case since the emails contained a lot of evidence. The material that has been acquired indicates that Barbara Fried, SPF's mother, and Gabriel Bankman-Fried, SPF's brother, were the individuals who were responsible for managing the flow of monies to a variety of political organizations. In addition to being a co-founder of the super PAC known as Mind the Gap Committee, Barbara was also responsible for channeling funding to progressive organizations and events on a regular basis, due to the fact that they maintained connection with ESPF throughout the entirety of the Ponzi scam. It is possible that they will find themselves in a situation that is significantly more challenging than the one they are presently in. In spite of the fact that there is no assurance that anything will take place, this is the case. It would appear that they could be able to locate some materials here in the event that anything is made accessible to the general public. This is due to the fact that SPF has been suppressed for many years. I would want to bring to your attention the fact